Hey, good morning. It is a beautiful Wednesday morning. Is it a Wednesday morning? Tuesday morning. Tuesday morning. I get distracted when I have somebody right by me walking. Special guest today. We're going to talk about full potential. Good morning to you. Good morning, Atlantic Beachers. Taking a nice little walk, keeping social distance. Actually, it's my favorite time on the beach when it's quiet. There's nobody here. Check this out. This way, nobody. Empty. A few people running on the beach. And then a couple of dog walkers. Anyway, let's talk about full potential. If you jump on here live, just say hello. If you're catching this on the replay, just do hashtag in the comments replay. Mark Avens here, if you don't know who I am, the Bulletproof Christian Fitness Mentor. And you can find out more about me. You can scroll through and take a look at my profile, go through, talk about health and fitness. I have a free group, by the way. It's called the Bulletproof Christians Over 40. So if you want to jump in that group, let me know. I'll send you a private invite. We actually have a 5-day challenge. But right now, we're going to talk about the challenge of full potential. And as we were walking, we had a nice walk this morning. The two of us. Actually, I wasn't. I was actually doing some work. And she's like, you want to go out? And it was a little bit cold. Yes, we live in Florida, but it is a little bit cold here. Chilly Florida, North Florida. So we live in the north part of Florida. And although it's beautiful, it is a little bit chilly this morning. And we're going to talk about full potential. And it was interesting as we were walking, we were talking just about life and relationships and all that good stuff. And what's going to be your full potential? Well, how do you know where your full potential is? How do you know that you have not already reached your full potential? Well, I can tell you one of the things that we were just having a conversation about is, well, we can think about all the things that didn't happen, the potential of things that didn't happen in 2020, or we can look to 2021 and look into the new year. And while maybe there's some things that are unknown, there's a lot of potential, right? A lot of potential. And I think it's safe to say, even though we both, well, I'll just speak for myself. Let's stop here for a minute. I'll just speak for myself. And I knew there was a lot of potential dating this girl right here back 20 years ago, before 2020. It was, or 20, what was it? 1999. December 1999, when we started dating. And I was like, ooh, there's a lot of potential there. I saw lots of potential, but to be honest with you, I didn't know what that entailed. And I don't know how much potential she saw in me over, a long period of time. But the reality is, look, we kept taking action steps. We kept moving forward. We looked 1999. I remember in 2020, millennial, where actually I think it was the first time I said I loved you, like that night. Yeah, it was awesome. And I actually committed. I made that commitment and said, hey, I dig you, and this is a good thing. I see a lot of potential. Let's go for it. I love you. And then 1999, 2000, we started dating and started taking action steps, and we just started to pursue potential. And I want to ask you this, yes, maybe 2020 was a crappy year. And how do you find your fullest potential in 2021? That's the big question. Well, it's first to not harp on your past, because I can say for myself, and she knows, because we talked about past and relationships, and we had relationships that didn't work, things that didn't go so well, right? If they did, then we probably wouldn't have been together, right, for the past 20 years. But the reality is there's potential, and you can either harp on the past, the things that didn't happen, or the mistakes, the disappointments, the frustration, the stress, the anxiety, or you can look into the future. And what does the future take? It takes taking action steps. So as we continue our walk here, my question to you is, are you going to take the action steps needed to reach your full potential? Sometimes that requires, I would say I would have not reached anywhere near my full potential in relationship if I wasn't in a relationship. And I don't know if you have anything that you'd like to say about it at all. Any comments? She's way wiser. If you want to know where I get a lot of my stuff and my wisdom from, it's this one right here.
Thank you.
What would you say about it?
Full potential?
Yeah.
It takes work. It takes knowing that you're not there yet. And it takes commitment to work harder, want more, have a goal, have a partner that's supportive. Lucky to have family that's supportive too. But it's just like a constant wanting more in a good way, not greedy way, but wanting better for yourself and those around you.
Yeah, and I think for us, now mind you, when we started dating, we didn't have a faith-centered relationship in the beginning. And I would say for now, one of the things that I get excited about is looking at our full potential and knowing God has potential for each one of us separately as well as together as one. And when we came together in marriage and we came into this relationship with God, it was something that we knew there was a lot of potential, but we also knew it required taking action, right? Your faith journey, if you're on a spiritual path and a spiritual journey, it requires you take action. You can't just sit back on the sidelines. Well, you can, that's your choice, right? The beautiful thing about free will is you have the choice. So my question to you is, as we keep walking here, is what are you going to choose in 2021? Are you going to choose to just sit back, kind of play the victim card and sit and just be kind of settled and just kind of be indifferent to things and just be okay with maybe not being okay? Let's talk about your health for a moment. Are you okay with not being okay with your health? Or you feel like at the place that you're at in your life, at say 45 or 55 or 65, that you've reached your full potential? That's it. Like if you're 45 and you feel like that's all I've got, I've reached my full potential. Like, do you realize that life is meant to live, right? So if you have 40 more years of feeling you've already maximized your full potential, what kind of life is that to live? It's not a full potential type of life. And I can tell you that what I love so much about my wife and our relationship is that we continually seek out more potential in each other. Why we have date nights and spend time with each other, go for walks on the beach, is that it requires an investment. It requires taking action. The reality is there's no way to find out your full potential to find out. Think of those two words, find out. How do you find out? You got to seek. How do you seek? You actually have to move forward. You have to take steps. Now check this out. Check this out. All kinds of steps. Let's look at all these steps. See all these steps? See all these steps? Lots of steps moving forward. And that's my wishes for you, that you take steps moving forward. 2020, maybe it was a hard year. Maybe 2020 didn't even start out the way you anticipated. Maybe 2020 was a lot like 2019 and a lot like 2018 and a lot like 2017 and a lot like maybe the last 10 years when it comes to your health journey, maybe even your spiritual journey. But right now, my question is to you, are you going to harp on what's already done is done? It's in the past. Or are you going to move forward? The beautiful thing is I don't know. Nicole and I, we both don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. We don't know what 2021 is going to bring. But I'll tell you what, we're going to chase after potential, because if you chase after the past, guess what? You're going to be stuck in the past. And who wants to stay in 2020? I don't know if I don't necessarily want to. For some things, this year has been a phenomenal year. And it was the things that I seeked out, that potential in my business, in my relationships, in life. And I'll tell you, I'm excited about some of the things that happen. I'm disappointed in a lot of 2020. I'm sad to see so many people that are losing their lives and losing their businesses and losing just life, losing and everything. But the reality is we can harp on that and we can keep running down that path, or we can choose something different. We can choose to seek out our high potential. Now, I can tell you, for me, I'm a coach, right? So I tell you, I'm a coach, mentor. Like, I help people get in shape, a bulletproof Christian fitness mentor, right? So obviously that's part of who I am and what defines me. But honestly, I want to share this with you. I am such a advocate for coaches and mentors, people who can draw out your fullest potential. See, the hardest thing is sometimes for people is they stay stuck because they're looking at the potential from their own eyes, not from somebody else's eyes. I have 3 different coaches. It's kind of crazy to think, and it's nothing to be like to be impressed by. It's just that I am such this year I think I've been challenged in my spiritual path more than ever, and in my business and my fitness, all 3. And I seeked help from coaches, mentors, to help guide me, to help seek, a relationship with my wife. Now, I can tell you, if it was only as easy, would you say our relationship has been easy?
Not always.
No, it's been ups and downs. There is no painting a picture of perfect relationship here. It's been a struggle up and down, but I'll tell you, we work through it because we see there's so much more potential. We just draw on what we can learn from our past experiences, and I'll tell you what, it's like, hey, I'll tell you what, I think sometimes we feel our relationship grows stronger when we actually go through struggles. We go through challenges. We go through disappointments. I know I've disappointed her from times, maybe the things I've said or the actions that I've done. But the reality is you can sit on the past, like you can sit on 2020, or you can move forward into 2021, making it purely the best year of full potential. And I'll tell you what, if you're fortunate or blessed enough to have a relationship like I do with my wife, draw in close in 2021. Draw in close. If you have faith, if you have a belief in God, draw in close. But I can tell you, there's nothing quite like the full potential you realize you have when you know whose you are. And I'll tell you what, I'm so grateful for this beautiful woman right here, and I'm excited for 2021. So I hope this inspired you in the remainder of this year. December, like this week, is a celebration, celebrating Jesus' birth. And I just want you to go forward knowing that you have a lot more potential. You just have to realize and be open to getting somebody or getting the help you need, whether it be in a relationship or a coach, to pull that potential out of you. Anyway, take care. We're done. My arm's tired. Love you. If I don't see you, Merry Christmas. Talk to you soon.